What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Oh, we getting glitchy. Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute and get the boot.
Your girl, as whack as she is in all her glory, was in the New York Times. All right, you guys, disclaimer. This platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. I am not a journalist just yet. Okay. All right. I'm a commentator. The views and opinions expressed in this video and on WhitneyD TV's YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Whitney D and Whitney D's YouTube channel. Now, all topics are for entertainment purposes only. Comedy, satire, TV rated mature. Viewer discretion is highly advised. All commentary is all alleged, but very real. Oh, all right, y'all. Hello and welcome back, y'all. This is our third round up in this piece, okay? I am not playing with you guys, okay? We ain't playing with them, all right? So without further ado, let's get into everything. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Place your city and or state in the chat so I know where you guys are tuning in from. Make sure you keep it cute or you will get the boot, okay? You're going to get your butt up and out of here. Okay, we're going to get you out. I'm not even going to lie to you. You're going to be gone, all right? Now, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Like this video, share this video, okay? Now, a lot of people aren't aware of what took place today. That's okay. We're going to get them all caught up, okay? In the meantime, in between time, if you'd like to join the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the chat, or you can look below in the description box and click the link that is provided there, or click out of the chat, you guys that are on your phones or tuning in online, and click the join button there, okay? All right, because it's about to get very interesting in the next upcoming months here on WhitneyD TV, okay? Now, if you like to support me, you can send me a cash app at WhitneyDTV87, or you can send a super chat that's located in the chat, okay? All right, lastly, this material is protected by fair use clause of the Copyright Act of 1976, all right? Allowing the rebroadcast of copywritten materials for the purpose of commentary, entertainment, and education, all right? All right, now y'all know we've been educating the masses over here at WhitneyD TV. We ain't gonna hurt them today, okay? We gonna gloat today, all right? All right, we've been trying to tell the people, okay? It's too late now, all right? Okay, and if you want to send me any kind of love donations or whatever the case may be, a check, okay, you can do so by sending it to my P.O. box, or maybe it's even your product and or services or whatever the case may be. You would like for me to check it out. Send it to my P.O. box, okay? Now let me know what you think, all right, about everything that we're going to be covering on tonight, and you can do so by putting it in the chat. All right, we will have a call-in segment, okay? I will open the lines up for that on down the line. I'm gonna give you guys a good solid 45 minutes to an hour, okay? Because I have to stay fresh, and that means that I gotta keep with my ideas. I got some stuff that I gotta put on paper, okay? So that will be opened up, and once that marker is set off in regards to the hour, that is it, okay? But not for nothing, you guys, welcome. Hello. I need to hold on, y'all know I will just in a minute. Hold on, let me scoop. There we go. I was like, why am I off to the side? Okay, this silly channel. And then my hair cut off, y'all. Check out my little pompadour, okay? All right, got to show my little hair. Let me scoop back, okay? And then shouts out to Shazazz Creations for the tea. No shade, no tea, okay? And y'all can get y'all shirts at Shazazz Creations too, and the link is located in the description box, okay? Let me go ahead and get into these comments. All right, let's see who's in the building. Mary Blue started off early, strong at 7 o'clock on the dot, saying he's locked up. They won't let him out. They won't let him out. No, they won't let him out. The judge said, hell no. Woo! And who is next is you raggedy, ugly YouTubers. I tried to warn y'all, but y'all was making fun of my lazy eye over here. Too busy making fun of my lazy eye, not listening to what your girl was saying, okay? Don't worry, a few of you are going to be amongst the few, okay? Anywho, let me get back into these comments. Hey, really says, hey, Whitney D. Hope all is well. Thanks for the updates, peace, and blessings. Thank you guys so very much. And I actually have an update. I talked to Angelo as well as Mama K, all right? It was very short of information that I can give you guys because she has some more stuff still pending. But I did ask, a few questions, and I'm going to let you guys know how that went. Lone Star in the building says, yo, stop playing with my girl. Okay, she's straight killing it right now. Proud of you, sis. Texas Pride in the building. Thank you so much. They be sleeping on us Texas girl over here, okay? But, I got that Southern hospitality, and I just slide on into places that I most definitely probably wouldn't be. But I'm telling y'all, this Illinois trial already done told my husband, I'm going to Chicago, okay? I am going to Chicago. I'm serious. Watch, okay? Mark my words, okay? I already got, like I said, sponsors ready to ship me out. Wanted to ship me out for New York, but it was just too much going on with these different dates and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you, seriously, at least, if I can get a good week up there just covering footage from the trial, or at least a few days, like the first week of it, I'll be okay with it. I will be okay. Hey, Sinead. Shazazz Creations in the building, you guys. Let me get this tea in there. Okay, no shade, no tea. Okay, with Nation. All right. Okay, y'all know I say that all the time over here. Okay. Aaron says current situation. You eating a burger? That sounds yummy. Yes. Like Shanae says, subscribe. Okay. Hey, Leslie says, hi, Whitney. Hey, beautiful. Monica says, right on time. Just came on break. Hey, honey bunches. Yes, yes, yes. I already did it, Katie, but check out the fair use clause. Okay. All right. And then Katie says, all comments, thoughts, and opinions expressed are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Tapier said, hey, Pettyville. We're going to have some fun tonight, y'all. Ooh. Katie also says PSA. All right. Hear ye. Please arrive respectfully or be removed embarrassingly. Okay, thank ya. All right. No shade, no tea, okay? All right, Tavia says, R.Kelly got 30 years. If the law was in my hands, I'll say I would have said had to 10 more years to that 30, make it 40. We're going to talk about all of that tonight, and I want to give you guys a clear understanding as to where the 30 came from and what we can look forward to the future and things of that nature, okay? I think that's everybody. I said, hey, everybody. Hello to everybody. Okay. I did. Tavia says, be safe out there when you go to Chicago. I will. I'm going to travel in silence, and then I'm going to have my husband bodyguard there, baby. They ain't going to want no problems, all right? They ain't going to want no problems. Trust you me, all right? But yeah, so yeah, we got months away from that, okay? All right, you guys, welcome. So if you guys aren't aware of what transpired on today, R.Kelly finally, okay, and we say finally because how many times did it get switched? Child, got switched like 3 or 4 times, okay? They kept pushing it back or trying to push it back until Judge Johnson said no more, no mas, okay? The 29th at 10:30, that it, that be all. And that's what happened on this morning, you guys. I came to you guys twice already today. The first portion was just like minimum update where we heard what R. Kelly had on. And I finally saw, y'all, he had a jumpsuit on, a jailhouse jumpsuit, which was alarming because during his trial, he had on his, you know, his one pinstripe freaking suit that he kept on every time we saw him. But yeah, he had on his courthouse jumpsuit. I guess that's normal. When you see other criminals, they have on their orange jumpsuit. So I guess it was no different because I actually saw a picture, and we're going to actually get into that. A few of the victims actually spoke out as Riel, Kitty, and I talked to Mama K, which is Faith's mother, as well as Angelo. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight, and I'm going to hit it and get on up out of here so you guys can enjoy your time. And we have to go full steam ahead. We got to get ready for Illinois, okay? Like, we knew this day was coming, but it don't stop, all right? It don't stop. We got to keep going, okay? So we got to see that he had on, well, not got to see, we got to hear that he had on a khaki top, khaki shirt. Well, like I said, was his jumpsuit, okay? I am fixing to share my screen because Kitty, all right, who did a impact statement, she actually, let me get it pulled up. She actually dropped the article of her coverage that she got from, what is article is this? I don't know who is this from. It don't say the article, or it doesn't show the article, but it shows like when she was in court giving her impact statement, and you see that he has on the courthouse jumpsuit. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to see what Miss Kitty had to say. Hi, Cecilia. Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get into other people who spoke out, like I said, child. All right. Okay, as you guys see here, all right, this is Kitty's Instagram page, okay? And this is what she had to post in regards to it, okay? Because as you guys know, she took the stand. If you didn't know, now you know. Kitty Jones took the stand, and she had this to say in her at the top picture up here. It stated, Kitty Jones wipes her tears as she gave her statement on Wednesday at R.Kelly's sentencing hearing, and said that Kelly did things to her that she plans to take to her grave. Yikes. I don't even want to know. Now, this bottom half goes on to say, R. Kelly faces several of his accusers during his sentencing hearing for federal sex trafficking at the Brooklyn Federal. Okay. Now, this next picture I'm about to go to is the article, and you see that R. Kelly showed no remorse. He looked straight ahead while they were talking. Okay. And I'm thinking this chick right here is Bone Jangles. Okay. But it says, you destroyed so many lives. R. Kelly victims give emotional statements in a series of heart-rending speeches. Victims delivered testimony about the impact his crimes had on their lives. The victims of R. Kelly gave emotional testimony of the impact his crimes had on their lives, and it just stopped right there. But not for nothing, Kitty says, today was tough, very tough. All right. And like I said, kudos to Kitty and everybody else that stood up to their abuser. And I told myself I would not get emotional today, but I actually did when I was in my own private time by myself, because this, like I said, in regards to let me take this off the screen. Like I said, in regards to my article, for you guys that aren't aware, your girl was published in the New York Times, okay, for my coverage on this particular trial. And I actually shout out to my boy Troy and let him know, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you know, because he asked me in that article, like, how would I feel if, you know, he got convicted and then here we are with sentencing and he got 30 years, okay? So it's dope, okay? But not for nothing, I shed a little tear earlier because I was just like, wow, this is dope for a lot of us who didn't get to prosecute our accusers, our victimizers, didn't get to see nothing transpire from it, didn't get to get justice. This is dope. Do I live vicariously through these victims and, oh, you know, R. Kelly? No, it didn't happen to me. I'm going to click the X on this screen and I'm going to continue live, right? But kudos to these victims. I'm so proud of Lizette. I reached out to her, but I know time. And like I said, Mama K, she responded. I asked her, how did she feel? And she said, relieved. But she has some pending trials that are underway. So she said until then, she still has to be mom's the word. And so she said, as soon as that over, though, she said she's gonna be singing like canary, and she's gonna be here at WhitneyD TV. All right, doing it here exclusively. And then I just asked her, like, you know, how she felt about the 30 years. And she felt like me. She just stated that I'm cool with it because that's his life. It's practically his life. When he gets out, he's going to be, or when he gets eligible for parole or whatever, 80. He's going to be in his 80s. All right. And mind you, we still have Illinois. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. All right. This is scratching the surface. All right. That's why all of them over there are Jane Does. Okay. And y'all don't know nobody. This man is finna get the book handed to them. Why? Because he did some obstruction to justice, or was it obstruction to, yeah, with documents and evidence, tampering with evidence and all kinds of stuff. And mind y'all, I told y'all, and y'all gonna stop sleeping on your girl, okay? Did I not do a video? How many of you guys remember the video that I did? The what was it called? R.Kelly Tales. When I told you guys, would David flip? What? How many of y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that R.Kelly Tales, where I only one talking about it. But I said, what if David, the David dude flip? How many of y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, okay. So you remember that? Okay. Yes, I called it out first, and then here it is. What it is? He's trying to get pulled away, and y'all, I've been incognito, but if I'm not mistaken, okay, and I'm gonna get caught up real soon with Illinois. Trust you me, we're gonna have a series where I'm just But he wanted to sever his tie with R. Kelly. Why do you guys think that is? Because he's finna go, he's finna lay it on thick. He's gonna have a plea bargain. Mark my words. If there ain't nothing else already came out about this, you heard it here. Watch what I say. Guarantee you me, that accountant, that lawyer, McDavid, he's gonna take that plea deal. He's an attorney already. He knows how this works. That man is trying to sever. So when he lay it on thick with to R. Kelly, he's not in no way, shape, or affiliate. He know where the skeletons are. He know where the bones are buried. Come on now. Thank you. Monica said 1. Andrew said 1. Y'all remember that? If you don't, let me pull it up, because baby, I remember my content. Okay? Because I don't just talk out the side of my behind. I remember my content. Let me go to my channel, and I'm gonna play a little bit of it, because I was just like, I don't know if it was the Holy Spirit or what it was, but I was just like, I was reading the indictment, and reading it, I was like, y'all, McDavid did a lot of stuff. Yeah. He did a lot of stuff. And I'm just, there it go. There it go. Here it is right here, y'all. And I'm finna pull it up. It was titled, hold on, let me mute it. This particular video was entitled R. Kelly Tales #1. This was my first R. Kelly Tales. Revenge. Will ex-manager Darrell McDavid flip on R. Kelly for Chicago trial? Only got 474 views, and it premiered January 10th of 2022. I was ahead of the game asking these questions. And here we are months later, and he's severing his ties with R. Kelly to get lesser time. Let me share my screen. Let's look at this video real quick. I knew I was on to something. They better stop playing with me, y'all. They better stop playing with the girl. This is why I get coverage on the New York Times, baby, because I don't just keep with the mess. And I speak facts, and I'm an out of the box thinker. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and get into this. This whole R. Kelly. Check this out, y'all. Okay, we got a win last year. Okay, I know all you P-hoppers are going to be all up in the comments, but let's go. And speaking of one, shout out to you after sending you to the block party by Urban Islands. R. Kelly former manager. How many of y'all remember this? Singer. Okay, now this was published back in August 19th, 2014. It's all gonna make sense. Y'all know it's a method to my madness. Just join me, okay? R. Kelly former manager Darrell McDavid is suing the singer for being ungrateful. Darrell McDavid managed R. Kelly's career for decades and took him from nobody to somebody. But the two parted ways last year. So this was back in 2013 when they parted ways, okay? Mind you, this is 2014, all right? After their relationship went sour, okay? Now it goes on to say, according to TMZ, both Kelly and McDavid agreed that a year before that, but let me see, 7 years later, This is 7 years later. And so I will be, well, actually, this was filed back in 2019. So at that point in time, with the filing of this particular charge, that was 5 years later. Okay. And 6 with them parting their ways. See, I was under the impression that they were still all together. Even the other dude that's on the case. What's his face? Let's look him up. What's his name? And he tags him. But the quotes in the press aren't my words. We're in court because he broke promise to pay what he owes. I hate making news. Okay. Now, mind you, okay, the next day, y'all heard me what I just read. He retweets this article. R.Kelly, former manager, files lawsuit against singer Urban Islands. Okay. So he retweeted that to, I guess, to say, yeah, this is factual what this particular one is saying. Okay. And I mean, we read the indictment here. If I can find it, I will put the link somewhere here because y'all be trying to test my gangster. Okay. See, we do stuff like this. See, I'm actually putting dockets and information on here. This ain't just no allegedly article reading. No, this is, yeah, I did my research on this one. And it was just interesting because I was just like, wow, here we are years later. And he is in the midst of the kerfuffle. And this is what I believe R.Kelly was paying him for, to get rid of all this stuff. And they found all the stuff that he was getting paid to get rid of. And it's kind of like, now what's fixing to happen? Is he just going to throw, R.Kelly, under the bus? Inquire minds would like to know, but you guys stay tuned. Was I not on it? Was I not on it? Back in, when was this? What I tell y'all? Back in 2022, months ago, back in January. Was I not on it? And here we are hearing months later that he's trying to sever his tie with R.Kelly. The throwing of the bus continues. Okay? All right? So stop playing with your girl, okay? I'm not with this internet mess, worrying about this YouTuber, worrying about that YouTuber, worrying about that parent, worrying about this. No, this is real deal Holyfield. We worrying about facts over fiction over here, okay? We worrying about evidence over emotions over here. Facts over feelings over here, okay? Then, thank you, Cecilia, say you hit it on, you hit the bull's eye, okay? I told y'all. All right, y'all just stay here with your girl. I promise you I won't lead you astray, okay? But anywho, here we are, okay? We are going to be reading the indictment again for Chicago. Now it's time to get ready for Illinois, okay? We ain't gonna be worrying about New York no more. I told y'all, I said, let New York go. New York was done when he got convicted. It was not gonna get appealed. I told y'all that. Why y'all so pressed behind them text messages, that had nothing to do with anything, all right? Had nothing to do with nothing, all right? And now let's get into the 30 years, all right? But first, Azriel spoke out, you guys, about the sentencing, okay? Azriel had this to say, okay? Real quick, short and sweet. I know Azriel, so I know this was about the trial. This is what she had to say in regards to the trial. All right. This was her tweet. All right. She said 6 hours ago, this was literally when the verdict dropped. She dropped this tweet. It said, the devil don't play fair, but God do. The devil don't play fair. Meaning, whatever you think that you're getting away with, you're merely getting by. The devil's always going to come back and collect because he's trifling, all right? Because he cheat, okay? He only allows you to loan out that beautiful car that you got to stunt for your neighbors, that beautiful house that you got to entice your family and friends, the fame, the fortune that you think that, ooh, Nobody's gonna know about your dirty, nasty, filthy secrets. Only for the enemy to come back in and be like, I need this. Thank you. I need this. I let you borrow that. So thank you. I'm gonna take this too. He's trifling. He's trifling. That's why only what you do for Christ will last, baby. He's trifling. I don't play with the devil. He make me itch. Okay? And I look weird itching like that. I'm already skinny. I look like a little crackhead. I don't like itching like this. So I don't play with the devil. Okay? I'm just saying. So what is going on with R.Kelly is that he's reaping exactly what he sowed. I don't want to hear about the white man. I don't want to hear about the system. None of that. This is what this man did to himself. These are the choices that he made. He made those funky, pissy, dirty beds he have to lay in. Okay? And we already know that he was doing good in prison. Had this little Indian boo thing, washing his drawers and clothes and stuff like that. Y'all don't remember that clip from Shabazz? When he interviewed that cellmate and he said, yeah, he had some Indian dude in there washing his drawers. Yeah, you know. Allegedly. Okay? So you read what you sow. Let's do this one time for the one time. You're killing me with this.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help here. I'm
Robert.
fucking real. Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Put your cookies in the chat. I want to see them cookies.
I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just drinking my brand affiliate Suja Organic Cold Pressed Lemon Love flavor. It's packed with purified water, lemon, stevia, and cayenne. Oh, I'm about to say Kanye. Cayenne pepper. Yes, you guys, I am a brand affiliate of Suja Organics. You can pick it up in your local Walmart or Whole Foods stores. That commercial is coming soon, okay? And yeah, it's delicious. I love it. 14% juice. Everything else is just vitamins and all that stuff. 1 gram of sugar, okay? I was getting a little parched. Child. This is amazing. This is just beautiful. Okay? You think back, you look back at all of the mess that was put out there from Azriel and Joy, oh silly behinds, all up there on Gayle King and you done. And I told you, I was like, look at these babies. Azriel just breaking down, crying for no reason and stuff. You know, I was like, they just emotional. Because you know, the difference is when you're a grown woman and you standing there with your man, you what it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but it got so emotional. That's why I looked right past it and everybody called me crazy. Leave that girl alone. She's standing by her man. I was like, she's too emotional. She's going through some stuff. I said this way back before I even was affiliate of them, of the Clarys or whatever. I was just like, bless her. Because she's too emotional in that interview. If that's what it is, and that's your man, and whatever you grown, and your parents don't know, whoop, 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 you just stand in that. Too emotional. Too emotional. They just looked a hot mess, if you ask me. But anyway, Let me go to these comments. Yes, lovely cookies. I didn't do this stuff. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Now you got 30 years to concentrate on all the stuff that you didn't do. Maybe you'll think about the stuff you should have done. Okay, should have left them young girls at home. You shouldn't have went back for As Real. Okay, and you shouldn't have played her. A lot of people, you know what? I'll be thinking, a lot of people be putting so much on As Real, and it's like, this is her fault. It probably was. Yeah, it probably was. When a woman is fed up, yes, all the pun intended. When a woman's fed up, okay, got you. All right. yeah, you're gonna leave him alone. All right. Stupid R.Kelly, bam. Okay. Taver says you're hilarious. Taver says Whitney Bone, not trying to be nosy. You have a missing tooth. I'm not the only one. Laugh aloud, so good. Yeah, I got two. I'll be telling y'all that I got one. I got, whenever you have teeth issues, it triggers the other one on the other side. So look, that one and that one. That's why I'll be telling you, I'm not perfect. Everybody like, your teeth. I'll be like, I got problems with these teeth. But to God be the glory, I got the rest of them. I ain't missing none up here. Thank God. So I smell like this. Yeah, keep it real tight. Okay. Bonnie says Keith Rayner got over 100 years. So I don't want to hear anything about them putting the black man down. 30 years is like, okay, now let's talk about 30 years. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So I spoke to Angelo and I asked him what he thought of the 30 years. He said, F him. That was all he said, y'all. That was all he said. I was going to post it, but that was all Angelo said. Y'all, and I'm trying to cut back on cursing. But he said, okay. And I was like, okay. All right. So let's be very clear, okay? I know everybody was kind of bent out of shape and up and pressed when it comes to the 30 years. But let me tell you the reason why I'm not. All right? The reason why I'm not is for the simple fact of the matter that we still have 2 pending trials, right? And I actually got some footage that I had downloaded, but I'm not even gonna go through all of that. I'm seriously not. I want to be able to open up the phone lines for you guys to come in and talk. However, one of the attorneys on Court TV actually said exactly what I said. Y'all, look, I'm saying, I'm not an attorney. I'm not that bright, but it's common sense. Okay. So I've been following these trials and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, well, he still has a federal and state when it comes to Illinois. And then if I'm not mistaken, state in Minnesota, or it could be federal, but what I'm thinking is just it's state in Minnesota. But we still have Illinois with another federal, okay? So pipe down, y'all, okay? All right, just chill. It's not over. It's just not over. Y'all promise y'all I haven't drunk anything. That's why I said I'm gonna stop drinking. I don't need to. I got enough high for everybody, okay? For all of us, okay? I'm just joyous, okay? So, but pipe down, y'all. We still have Illinois. That's where they're gonna rack him up. Mark my words. Mark my words. Illinois is going to be the one that he wish he really focused more on instead of New York. And I feel like it's going to be like that for a lot of his supporters. And what I heard today on Court TV, I was like, They said that a lot of his supporters in the courtroom for the first time was hearing stuff that the judge said. Judge John Lee actually cracked up and almost cried on the stand. When she was telling him about his sentencing, she was like, To hear that you snapped your fingers and a skinny woman came from under your boxing ring to perform fellatios on Lewis, who we're reading about. We read about that. And if you're not caught up, y'all definitely have to catch yourself up. I have a series, okay, where I'm covering the John Does of R.Kelly. And we hear about the snapping of the finger and R.Kelly having this young girl perform fellatios on himself as well as this 17-year-old child. Okay? That brought tears to Judge Donnelly's eyes and had her voice cracking when she was expressing this. Said that she will never forget that. So, on the contrary, this other judge, Lenny Weber, child, he's a male, okay? Judge Donnelly was very fair, for one. And for two, she's a female. We can be a little more emotional than we need to. And I think she gave him a little more grace than he deserved. However, like I told y'all, you got to understand it's a negotiation tactic. All right? It's a negotiation tactic, period. Now, before I jump to what I was going to say with the negotiation tactic, Bojangles better sit her butt down somewhere, okay? She already got her appeal kicked out by federal, okay? By Judge Donnelly. If her butt try to take this to the Supreme Court, they're going to be looking at the maximum sentence, which is life. While everybody is on that side is cheering for Bojangles to appeal this, you need to tell her to sit her butt down somewhere and stop playing with the system. Because what they're going to be looking at is the maximum. He got the minimum that the government was asking plus 5. Okay? And I'm just saying, Bojangles, sit your butt down somewhere, girl. You got a lot going on already with Bill Cosby. Okay? All the people that she's been represented by are losing horribly. She might want to sit her butt down somewhere while she up here talking about some appealing it. You take this to the Supreme Court, girl, it's going to be worse off. Why you wasting their time? That's what they're going to say. Let me get into these comments and see what y'all saying, child. She need to sit down. Tabor says, Whitney Bone, please say it. Bone, 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 bone. There, are you happy now? I love messing with you, old buckethead. Bunny says, I hope he gets more in both the other 2 cases. He is. Mark my words. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to ask y'all again when we get to that trial. I'm going to say, how many of y'all remember the day that I said that he's going to remember this? Okay? They are going to destroy R. Kelly in Chicago. Y'all thought New York was something? Why do y'all think all these Jane Does are over there? Why? This man has way more allegations here than he do over there, or than he did over there. It's not going to be pretty. Bonnie also says Chicago, especially, the evidence in that trial is nuts. From what I've heard, it is, and we're gonna cover the indictment. I probably will start. You know what? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Can't do that. We're gonna do straight talk. I'll probably start Friday or next week. We're gonna start our new series, The Road to Trial for Illinois. Okay, and we're gonna cover the indictment, everything. Okay, and we're gonna get abreast to that. It's not that deep in to where we can't catch up. And I'm going to keep you guys abreast and keep you guys having up-to-date information in regards to Illinois, okay? All right, Tavia says, wait. So does it mean he's going to get more time at it? That's possible. Yeah, that's exactly what it means. This is one portion of federal. What people have to understand, they keep talking about Rayner and the other dude, Larry, whatever that other dude. They only had one federal trial going on, one federal case. That's why they got all that time. Oh, no. He has two. They're going easy on him because they finna rock his world in Chicago. You heard? I'm telling you. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie said, Tavia, yes, it does. Tavia says, yay! Laugh out, Leslie. Leslie said 100%. Uh-oh! Hold up. We got a money drop in the building. Hold on. Gotta drop this. What I really want to see is I don't really need to do anything. Thank you so very much, Backdrop Visionary, which is my girl Robin in the building. She dropped this super sticker for $1.99. Thank you so very much. Thank you, love bug. Tavia said, Backdrop, thank you. Hot Rod in the building. Long time no see, brother. How you feel? He says, hey, Whitney, I love and shouted you out earlier on my live. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you. I'm going to have to go tune in. And all you guys that got channels or whatever, please, please, please let me know. I want to support you. If you guys are looking for any collaborations with your girl, I am not too big. Trust you me, I am not it, okay? Hit me up at reviewswithWhitneyD@gmail.com. I wouldn't mind collaborating with you guys. If you got something that you want to pick my brain about, do an interview or whatever, hit me up. I don't mind collaborating. But thank you so very much, Rod. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andrea says, and we can't consecutive sentences not congruent. I'll stop yelling now. Oh, and we want consecutive sentencing not congruent. Exactly. So what had happened was today, y'all, these sentencing were congruent, meaning they all she boxed all of them in, right? So what Ms. Carr is asking for is consecutive, okay? Meaning each one is standing in its own. And y'all, I just have a feeling that's what's going to happen. Could I be wrong? Yes. But that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like it's going to be, that's what they play. They playing cute. The government is playing cute here. But when they get to Chicago, they going to, I'm telling y'all, because they gotta show R.Kelly as an example in his city. Okay? They let it go for so long. And the city is like, y'all knew. Because I'm telling y'all, I had the truth here on my channel. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was whenever we got the conviction or whatever it was. I don't know. Maybe it was just a random live. How many of you guys, put a 1 in the chat, remember when the truth, who's another YouTuber, okay, she came on my channel and I did like a slight interview and she said, Whitney, this been going on. I remember seeing R.Kelly with girls my age in his car and we thought nothing of it. She said she remember a 12-year-old girl came to her and was like, I just, was sexually involved with R.Kelly. I'm afraid to go home. And we were telling her in the hood, girl, go home, go home. But she said, we all knew. How many of you guys remember that live? And put a 1 in the chat. She grew up in Chicago, still in Chicago. How many of you guys remember that live? Okay. Bonnie says, not congruent. They better not. They not. Leslie says, I think it would have to be consecutive being in separate states. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Carr says. She put 11 in there. Leslie put a 1. Exactly. They've been knowing this was going on in Chicago. And also, Truth said A lot of girls went to the law enforcement. First, case in point, Tiffany. How many of you guys remember Tiffany, who was the first known victim of R.Kelly, who went to the law enforcement, and they pushed her away? That's what made her go to Demetrius. And Demetrius said, well, we have a lawyer, go tell her. And he knew what he was doing by sending her to that lawyer who was connected to R.Kelly, only for her to get paid up under the table. Come on, y'all. How many remember that? How many of y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. She went to the authorities. She did right. And they just pushed her away. They knew what they were doing in Chicago. They knew what this man was doing. So they're now having to right that wrong. How many of you guys remember Miss Fox coming out? The state lady, whatever her name is, coming out. Oh, well, this is horrible and this and this and that. And we're going to do right. The black lady who let Juicy Maslet off. I'm seeing them ones. Yeah. Y'all remember that? Tiffany's story was sad. Horrible. Like many of the other young ladies' stories. Horrible. Tiffany Hawkins. Horrible. She was an idol. Tried to take her life many a times. Ain't no amount of money, fame, riches will ever replace what these victims went through, period. Andrea says, remember the reporter said when he started interviewing, he found every last person he talked to said they knew he hung around outside the middle school and let out time. You're right. You're talking about Jim. We read his entire book, Soulless. You guys go get caught up. We read Soulless, the case against R.Kelly. And in that, everybody he went to kind of was like, yeah, it's true. We don't want to talk about it. Because again, of course. And then how many of you guys remember this? There was a white girl too. I'm going to put a legend on there because he got rid of that tape. How many of you guys remember that? Oh, he knew better not to let that get out. Oh, because the jailhouse would have been turned over for R. Kelly if that little white girl. How many of you guys remember that? Put a 1 in the chat. His brother said that and then backtracked on that. How many of y'all remember that? Got rid of that tape. Aaron says, we did it, Joe. Tabor said, yes, laugh aloud, Aaron. Andrea says, he's been on mission ever since. Yeah, he did. Shouts out to Jim. I wonder how he feel about it. I want to check Twitter and see if he has said anything. And I'm about to open up the phone lines for you guys to come in and talk, and then we're going to wrap everything up. Let me see if I can look up Jim DeRogas. There you go. I found Jim. I was already following him. All right. So this is what Jim had to say, y'all. I found Jim and his tweet from the verdict today. This is what Jim had to say, y'all. This is him right here. He said, a little less than a year for every year he ruined lives, starting with victim number 1, 1991. And then you see the other comments that says, thanks for following him all these years later. And then it goes on, doesn't this highlight how light Maxwell's sentence was? Congratulations. I'm so sorry it took so long. Thank you. Everybody's saying all of that. Okay, now then also he posts by Tom Hayes and Bobby Kanan, Calvin, Associated Press, June 29th, 2022 at 12:09 p.m. New York. R.Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for using his R&B superstardom to subject young fans to symptomatic sexual abuse. Okay? All right. So that's what Jim had to say in regards to it. I know as a journalist, he has to feel good to have been following this story for all these years and saying, look, having people dismiss him because he's white. You know, white people, I'm telling you as a black person, that's what you do. When you are an advocate of black people and you want to help the black community, that's what you do, what Jim did. Okay? Kudos to Jim. That's a white ally right there. He could have just said, oh, they're black, like a lot of you white people do. But he said, oh, no, they're black. Why isn't this a problem to you or to you? Why isn't this offending you? White people, that's how you advocate. That's how you ally. Just letting y'all know. Leslie says, if he gets 30 years in Chicago, that's basically a life sentence. Amen. Me too. Like, no shade, no tea. 30 now is a life sentence. This man ain't going to be until 80-something years old getting up for parole. Not getting out. Everybody wants to say he'll get out. That's not necessarily the case. He come up for parole, that can always be turned. Tavier says it was a white girl. They would have buried him under the prison, maybe even the court. Ooh, y'all didn't know about that, huh? Yeah. His own brother. Y'all don't remember that. That's what I'm telling y'all. Look, y'all gonna stop playing with me. That was some old tea. That's some old tea. Well, Kool-Aid over here, because we don't sip tea or wine. We drink Kool-Aid because we down to earth. Okay. Yeah. Y'all didn't know about that? Yeah. That was one of the tapes that got destroyed, child. Oh, he couldn't let that get out. And then Jim in the book even covered that. Said that he heard about a white girl on the tape or whatever the case may be, and heard about a family, but couldn't track it down. Y'all remember it? Oh, y'all gotta catch up, child. Bobo. Sorry, y'all. My son said I want to spotlight. Okay. Hopefully my husband don't get his little butt. Ooh. Bonnie says Maxwell was an accomplice. I wish they would stop that comparison. His charges were more similar to Keith Rayner. Exactly. Thank you, Bonnie. You know what? Okay, we are minutes in an hour. Let me go ahead and put this link out here. Y'all tap in. Seriously. And I would love to hear from new people. Tap in. I don't bite. Tap in. If you spoke earlier today try to fall back and let some new people come and tap in. Because I'm not gonna stay on here long. So let some new people tap in if they want to. But y'all tap in and tell me what y'all think about everything, or ask me whatever you would like. But yeah, thank you, Bonnie. I'm tired of people using that comparison. And Keith's victims were adult women. We sip Kool-Aid over here. We sure do. And Suja Organic. Ain't I old drinking pressed juices instead of liquor? Well, I want to live longer. My organs, okay? David says, so cute, my son. Oh my gosh. Yo, Lord. David says, I'm shy, laugh aloud at moments, niece. Don't be shy. Come on in again. If you came on earlier today, my first stream or my second stream, please allow the opportunity for new people to come in and speak their piece about the trial. Y'all come in. I don't bite, okay? You don't have to show your face. You can just tap into the audio and speak. And let me know what you guys think about the verdict before we head on up out of here. Ciao. I'm going to try to get Lizette on, Angelo or somebody on in the next coming week. I want to give them a little time to kind of just let this settle, right? Taver says, I have that busy bone voice. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to play with you. Okay. Okay, Jail. All right. We have Aaron in the building. Okay. So let's bring Aaron on. And if anybody else would like to come on, you are more than welcome. Okay. Let me go ahead and get Aaron on. All right. Hello.
We did it. We did it, Joe. All right, y'all. That's it. Okay. I'm going to let some other people come on and stuff. So
okay.
I'm going to keep on listening. All right. Deuces.
Bye. We did it, Joe. He said that earlier. And y'all that don't know, that's what Kamala Harris said to Joe Biden when they won. Yeah, you guys, we did it. And if you don't think that we are impactful, you better hear what was going on in regards to what just happened here recently. With them sweeping the internet. They really are pressing down on these YouTubers. Y'all got to tread lightly about these parents that y'all messing with, about these victims that y'all messing with. And a lot of y'all think that y'all got getting away and you're merely getting by. And I kept telling y'all that you might want to clean up your channels if it's not already too late. Just saying, nothing gets deleted. How many of you guys know that whenever you lose videos on YouTube, if you still have the link, you can get it right back? So even if you do sweep it away, it's out there. This is the internet, World Wide Web. Okay. Tavier says, do you like Sierra? I love Sierra. I do. Tavier also says, you remind me of a mother like Sierra. I love my kids. I love kids, period. I always knew I wanted children. I knew that early on with my husband. Early on, he'll tell you over there. I was when he told me he loved me, I'm like, you love me, I want a baby. Okay, it was just as simple as that. But he was patient with himself, and y'all heard me right. He was patient with himself. He only had a son that was already 7, 8 years old when he met me, and so he just doesn't want to just be popping out no kids. I thought he had babies around the world because I'm like, my husband, fine, you know what I'm saying, and he's a single guy. And he didn't. He just had his one son. And so I knew right off I wanted kids. And he took his time. And when he was ready, I was already ready because I wanted kids. And we conceived our demi-dem. Our demi-dem was planned. Our son, the little one that you see, the little rug rat that was over here, okay, act just like his daddy, okay. He was not necessarily planned, if you will. But I guess when you're husband and wife, it's always a plan. Your kids are always technically planned because you know what you're doing. So thank you. Yes, I love kids. I mean, I actually could do one more, but that's really it for me. I'm 35. I don't want to be having my whole life tied down and boggled down to breastfeeding, and because that's what I would do. And having my body tied up into a child. So, child, after this year, if ain't nothing else pushing out, that's it, baby. And I'm serious about that, child. My mom say, "Oh, be quiet, it's whatever God want," and she right. That's true. Taver said, "If you had to describe Sierra's voice, what's your thoughts?" She has a raspy voice to me, and it's alto. That's her voice, and I'm an alto. I was a soprano, but after a while, but I was alto in singing. So yeah, that's how I would describe it. Okay, so we only had Aaron come through. So I want to go ahead and get into this article that I got pulled up from the New York Times. Okay. And this particular article is basically saying R.Kelly will face a second federal trial set for August, which I already told you guys this, but I want to read this article for you guys, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen to get this pulled up, and we're going to wrap up this video here swiftly. Yeah, it is a super light voice. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this article. I'm going to put myself down here. R.Kelly will face a second federal trial set for August. For the victims of the R&B singer R.Kelly, his sentencing in New York on Wednesday has been long awaited, arriving after decades of accusations of sexual and physical abuse. But Wednesday's decision aside, the former entertainer will remain in deep legal peril, and any prison term he faces could still ultimately grow. This is what I was telling you guys earlier. Mr. Kelly is scheduled to stand trial again in Chicago on August 15th, where he faces federal charges for producing child pornography and luring minors into sex acts. It will arrive 14 years after his first Illinois trial, a high-profile affair in 2008, where he was acquitted of more than a dozen counts of child pornography. Now, prosecutors say that Mr. Kelly and two former employees, Darrell McDavid and Milton Brown, tried to manipulate the case's outcome, paying off witnesses and victims to buy their cooperation. One man, for example, received about $170,000 in 2008 to counsel a news conference where he was set to announce he had video evidence of the singer's illegal sexual behavior, the indictment claims. Now, Mr. Kelly and his two former employees have pleaded not guilty to the allegations. Mr. Kelly also faces other state sex crime charges in Illinois and accusations of prostitution with a minor in Minnesota. Okay, so I was right. So it is one more federal in Illinois and state in Minnesota. The scene at the Chicago courthouse could be far different from the New York trial, where just a few supporters of Mr. Kelly arrived to watch the proceedings each day throughout his career. Mr. Kelly leaned on his deep connections to Chicago, his hometown, and has retained a sizable group of fans in the city. Still, the August trial is not expected to fully mirror the atmosphere around his first case, when Mr. Kelly was invited to perform alongside children at a Chicago church the same day that he pleaded not guilty to the child pornography accusations. As he left the courthouse upon his acquittal, Mr. Kelly saluted a large contingent of supporters who cheered with little pushback from others in the crowd. Well. Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen in Illinois. Nah, I don't think that's going to be the outcome in Illinois. Not this go time. Not this round. Not this round. Lone Star says, get them thumbs up. Up, chat. She working hard. I am. Thank you so very much. And that's going to be it for me, you guys. Oh, gosh. This has been a long time coming. This has been something we have been waiting for. And here we are. Gosh, I mean, I don't know what to say in regards to everything, but it is what it is. Hey, Shawty. Hey, honey, we about to head out of here. I don't want it to be long for you guys that are watching the playback. Thank y'all so very much for supporting me and for being patient with me. I know I have been in and out here in these past weeks, but I appreciate you guys so very much for your support and your love. We are full steam ahead for Illinois, you guys. I ask that you guys please continuously to send in your donations because they're highly appreciated and they literally go back here to the channel. I will be taking donations in regards to transcripts for the Illinois trial. I have already in the process started my my little savings myself. I'm steady putting little monies aside so I'll be able to buy those transcripts as soon as they hit the ground floor and be able to turn the transcripts over as soon as they come in. So I ask that you guys help me and you guys can do so by sending me a Cash App right here, as you guys see, at WhitneyD TV87. All right. And if you guys have any leads or anything, you can send it to ReviewswithWhitneyD@gmail.com and I will most definitely get back to you guys right a freaking way. Okay. Not for nothing, you guys. Thank y'all so very much. That is the video. I appreciate you guys so very much. And I'll be back tomorrow for another installation of Straight Talk with Whitney D. Something different from your R.Kelly, baby, okay? So if you're looking for R.Kelly, go get yourself caught up. I have a whole playlist dedicated to R.Kelly, okay? So not for nothing, you guys. Thank y'all so very, very, very much. And as we wrap this up, I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you soon. Deuces.
What the hell is wrong with you people? Every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela? Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know the nigga can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help
Robert.
Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute or get the boot.